What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well, because in today's YouTube video we're going to be going over all the different patch notes and everything that's coming in season 5, or that is now live in season 5, including the OG AMAX blueprint Easter egg that you can now do in Call of Duty Warzone, along with you being able to blow up the stadium now, and kind of walk you through how to do that as well. And of course, make sure to subscribe and all that good stuff, because we do put out short tutorial videos on how to do all of those specific things. And there's also an update to the Ricochet anti-cheat system that we'll probably just cover first, and it's a pretty significant one because Battlefield did come out today and their anti-cheat system has been praised without even being played at this point, and so we'll kind of go over that as well. So like we said, season 5 is here, and here's all the kind of patch notes. But the main thing about the Ricochet anti-cheat system, it's going to be rolling out during season 5. You will now have to secure boot your PC in order to play the game, basically, which is kind of what Battlefield just did. I don't know if it was a switch that Call of Duty just had to flip to turn that specific setting on. I don't think it's going to be an overall fix, but I think it's going to be a huge W in terms of how many people are actually allowed to cheat at the game or something like that. Or it'll make cheating in the game way more expensive, which is going to be another W. People will be less likely to do it. I don't know how all that works, but all I know is in the new Battlefield, you have to secure boot your PC in order to play the game at all. That's to the extent that I know. But when it comes to Warzone, you're going to have to do that as well. And Call of Duty Black Ops, whatever you're playing, when it comes to Call of Duty, you'll have to secure boot your PC. So very interesting. And the TVM 2.0 trusted platform module is an industry standard hardware-based security feature built into CPUs or motherboards that helps lock out PCs that have been tampered with from connecting to your game, making it harder to cheat. Basically, this is going to make everything harder to cheat, which is a W in my book. So I think that was a big thing that everybody was praising Battlefield about. We'll see how that plays out during the season and as it starts to roll out. Of course, we have the Battle Pass stuff, and I'm not going to go over the Battle Pass stuff, at least right now. Looks like we got some dude from Tekken out here, but anyway, I'm not too worried about all that kind of stuff. Sure, I buy the Battle Pass, whatever, but like, I'm not going to sit here and go over that right now. I'm more interested in kind of the Easter eggs and stuff that we're going to be covering here on the channel. So for the maps, obviously you're going to be able to destroy Verdansk militarized stadium. It's going to be a brand new looking stadium as well inside. It's going to be pretty cool. Actually, this is a W update when it comes to actual stadium. There's also going to be what's called a resurgence mode. It's going to be stadium resurgence. That's going to have just on Verdansk, just at stadium, which I think is a huge W. Gives us something other than Rebirth to play, which I'm okay with. That's actually good and we know is good. I love Verdansk and I love stadium, but just having a resurgence mode for this specific part of the map, I absolutely love. I love when they did big map resurgence on the other maps in the OG days. I think this is a W. I think they should do more of this kind of stuff. It also solves the problem of them having to come out with a new map, and just gives it a fresh look, and people going over to Verdansk that play Rebirth Island that were like, man, I kind of like this part of the map. I kind of want to play some more Battle Royale. I'm okay with that. I'm like, this is a W in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Playlist update, Battle Royale solos, duos, quads, Resurgence solos, duos, quads, Rebirth Island, Plunder, quads, Verdansk, ranked play BR trios, obviously ranked play Resurgence trios, Battle Royale casual solos, quads, Verdansk, Resurgence casual quads, Rebirth Island. So yeah, whatever there. I kind of just don't even like pay attention to this anymore. I'm just load up the game and see, you know, whatever happens when it comes to the playlist, because we have no control over that, and that sucks. But rank play is obviously coming back. They did make some Resurgence SR adjustments, which I think is a good thing. The SR cap is going to be increased, which is good. When it comes to eliminations, that's a very good thing. That's going to be raised up to 150 from 100. Placement SR reduced down, but the placement SR for second and third place was increased, which is good. So that's a W. I'm constantly getting like second place there, so that's a W for at least me and my squad. Restrictions, 9mm Damon PM Skull Splitter Barrel is now restricted, I guess, in ranked, which is interesting. Resurgence elimination challenge rewards, got more rewards for ranked and all that good stuff. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but that's kind of an overview of it if you want to go check that out. We have lootable perks now are shrouded, irradiated, loot master, reflexes, bomb squad, squad in Gung Ho. That's interesting. We haven't had Gung Ho before. That's going to be fun. I want to check that out for sure. The new season 5 PML light machine gun has been added to ground loot. So if you find it on ground loot, you want to go get it, especially in casuals. I think that's a W. You find it on ground loot, go get it leveled up before you even have it unlocked. W. Buy station updates, buy station spawn locations for big map if you're interested in that. This is kind of what we want to cover here is the new contract. The new satellite hijack for Battle Royale. You're going to be able to get a weapon blueprint, unlockable weapon blueprint you will be able to use outside of the game, which is a W. And this is kind of, we're going to walk you through kind of how to complete this. So there's also that. Satellite hijack, limited time contract, available for 1 week only. Only 1 week. You have to do this inside of the week. The satellite hijack contract challenges squads to breach the stadium working or against one another. How it works, multiple squads must complete the contract in the same match to initiate the stadium breach. So there's going to be like a total of, I don't know, six opportunities ish to complete these contracts. So how it works is you're gonna have to have multiple squads must complete the contract in the same match to initiate the stadium breach. There's gonna be contracts spread throughout the map. Everybody's gonna be going for these, but the good news is that everybody has to do these contracts anyway in order for that to happen. If you're in a game and this happens, you get the rewards for this contract. So necessarily, I'm not even sure, you have to complete it to get the weapon blueprint. The weapon blueprint is going to be, you're gonna have to pick up the contract, locate and hold the weapon case hidden inside the stadium. That's going to be the first part of the contract. So you do have to do that to get that weapon blueprint, but everything else, if you're inside the game and you witness this happen, you get the other rewards. I think there's a calling card, animated calling card or something like that, whatever, stuff that we don't really care about. Weapon blueprint though, if you want that, you have to get the contract, pick it up, go hold the weapon case hidden inside the stadium. You're supposed to have the blueprint unlocked. Again, this is before even going testing it myself, which we will do and create a video on it, so make sure you're subscribed. But that's kind of how that works. The 4-step process: investigate the campsite to locate the decrypting tool, eliminate the player who already scavenged it, so it's basically a bounty, hijack a relay module to begin the hacking process. Once hacking is complete, rush into the breached stadium, and then everything goes in from there. I think this is a W. This is an in-game event. We were told that it should happen around mid-game if it does happen inside of your game. So look out for that. It can happen anytime. It's going to be really difficult to have it happen early in game unless you have a lot of squads working together. Definitely could happen. We'll see how that goes once we try it out ourselves. Equipment, spring mines, increased damage reduction, prone, whatever, all that kind of stuff. Equipment, perks, perk visibility, quality of life perks picked up during the match will now appear directly in your HUD. This is something I wanted to cover too. You can now, instead of going into your inventory to have to see what perks you have picked up on ground loot, you can now just view them on your HUD. They'll just be directly in your HUD where you just look over and those are the perks you have. You don't have to go inside of your inventory. They'll still be in your inventory and your kill cams and all that, but it will be directly on your HUD now, which is a W, which we used to have. So they decided to bring that back. Specialists, obtaining specialists is now easier. Pool balls are now arranged on the rack to help you out. Go take a look. The pool ball Easter egg inside of Verdansk is now easier to obtain basically, but you can now actually go and just go into the vault, I believe. But if you want better loot, you'll have to do the Easter egg in order to get the specialist bonus and all that kind of stuff. So it is a little bit easier now. As far as weapon drops inside of crates and stuff, it looks like they did adjust those things, which is a W. You know how you kind of got snipers all the time inside of crates, which I did. Snipers decreased from 15%. They were at 15% drop rate. That's crazy. Nobody wants a sniper when you drop in on a team. So that has been adjusted, which is nice. New LMG, PML, full auto. We're told that this thing is going to have a lot of recoil, so we're going to see how much recoil we can get taken away with a good loadout for this, but we'll see how that goes. The new ABR AUG will be a burst fire, but it does have a full auto attachment either coming or inside the battle pass. We'll take a look at that as well. We do have boxing gloves. I think this is a W. If you guys want to join our Warzone customs live on stream, I want to try to get a boxing gloves only game where we just have the melee boxing gloves only. I think it would be so much fun because in customs, in our custom lobbies, you are able to play with anything you want, whether it's unlocked or not inside your normal inventory. These will be automatically unlocked inside of custom. So I think that's a W. We'll have the new skull splitter. This will be for the 9mm PM. The PPSH 41 Helical mag. This is going to be basically like the OG hipfire PPSH. if you played OG Warzone at all, this is what that is going to be. That's going to be in season. I would assume mid-season around that time. So that'll be fun. But again, I wish there was more of these. I wish they were just give us more. Give us more. Man, only 2. I remember when we used to have an new attachment every single week in Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 was peak Warzone. I'm going to say it right now. It was in a good spot when it ended. And I don't think they ruined it with Black Ops 6. It's another dev team. I like everything they're doing mostly with Black Ops 6. Again, Ricochet's rough. Hopefully that's going to be fixed. But man, I wish they would just add more content. We need more content. Default loadouts have been adjusted. All right, so let's get into some weapon nerfs and buffs. AK-74 buffed, AIMS 85 buffed. This is huge. This has no recoil. This AIMS 85 has no recoil. We'll have a top 10 loadout video for you tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, this is going to be fun. AS Val, same thing. This is going to be the best option for sniper support if it wasn't already. AS Val, range buff, headshot multiplier buff, lower torso buff, bullet velocity increased. That's a W. This is going to be fun. AS Val's gonna be fun. AMAX, like I said, that OG Easter egg is back for the AMAX. You'll be able to go in, grab the key cards inside of Stadium, go inside of Stadium, do all those Easter eggs. We're gonna be doing a video on that Easter egg, but you'll get an AMAX blueprint. Basically, it's like a updated Enigma blueprint from the OG AMAX. The OG Easter egg for the AMAX in Verdansk back in the day. So that's what we were told it is for. So that's gonna be fun. I can't wait to do that Easter egg. I love Easter eggs around here. So Model L, damage range buff. C9, a little bit of a range buff. I don't know. They keep buffing this thing. I don't know why. It's good. We get it. Jackal PDW range buff. That's gonna be nice. This is my #1 option for meta right now. Compact 92 is insane. KSV headshot multiplier increase. This is gonna be nice. I think KSV is gonna be nice. Ladra range buff. LC10 finally nerfed, thank goodness. I do like the LC10, but it needed a nerf. Everybody chose it too much when they shouldn't be. They should be choosing the Compact 92. PPSH buff, that's got a new attachment coming. That doesn't surprise me. SOG buff, nice. I love the SOG. Tonto buff, that would be nice to be meta at some point. I like the Tonto. Marine SP shotgun, a little bit of a buff. Sprint to fire time, just buff. GPMG7, PU21, XMG. These all got kind of some adjustments / buffs. Nothing crazy, but nothing. They didn't get nerfed at all, which is good because they needed a buff. AEK, the full auto mod, got a buff. Finally, I think this will be fun to use if it ever is good. SWAT 556 Growl conversion kit. The Growl got a nerf. That sucks. AMR mod 4, aim down sight speed buff, bullet velocity buff. So sniper got a buff. HDR did get an ADS nerf and a bullet velocity nerf. So I think HDR is still going to be 100% usable. But the LR762 and the Frost line got buffs, which is really, really fun. Hopefully, I think these are good anyway, especially for Rebirth, but they need to have some more infinite range snipers, man. I think they should all be infinite range, in my opinion. But Siren 9mm range buff, that's a fun one for a gunfighter loadout, but plenty of buffs and nerfs there. Let me know what you guys think about those. Some UI UX changes, challenges, set up UAV towers, updated Fang, Diamond, and Dark Matter camo. We need some most wanted contract updates. That's what we need. I didn't see any of those in here. Wait, contract. Yeah, I didn't see any of those in here for the most wanted. So most wanted contracts. Getting that gold tiger camo has been a nightmare if you've been doing that challenge. So finding those most wanted is really, really tough. But thank you guys for being here. If you enjoyed this style of video, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that noti bell. We're going to be trying to do more videos like this, keeping you guys updated on the current metas, all the updates that are going on in Call of Duty Warzone, those kinds of things. Thank you guys again. We'll see you in the next one.